Well, if you watched yesterday's vlog, you know why I look like this waking up. I went to bed with my makeup on because I got drunk last night and threw up on the interstate. Poor Sarah had to pull her car over and let me throw up last night. And you know what? Worse things have happened, and I didn't even cry. It's fine. I feel fine now. I had a Hardee's biscuit, and then I went to the health center. This is me discussing ketamine treatment, and all I had to do was talk about my trauma, and not even in the details. I just had to talk about a general timeline, and after that was enough for me. Got in the car and cried. I look like a dead animal because that's how I feel. You don't realize just how much trauma is in your body until you lay it out all the way from age 12 until age 39, which is how old I am now, which is just scary. But if you add all of it up and you wrap it up into about a 30-minute session with someone you just met, it's going to make you probably upset later. And I feel like people don't show that part of the healing journey. It's not linear. You're going to talk about it. You're going to cry. You're going to lay in bed. You're going to drink alcohol. You're going to do whatever you got to do to cope. And at this point, my therapist was like, you know what? Just be glad it's not heroin. You want to smoke a cigarette? Smoke the damn cigarette. You want to have a drink at a Bright Eyes concert and cry all night? That's fine. Do whatever you got to do. Because it's kind of like, damn girl, you made it this far. You're going to cope however you got to cope, because it could be so much worse. And I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job. I work 4 jobs and I got my shit together. I got my money together. Well, mostly together. More than it used to be, y'all. I used to just spend money like I had no limit. My credit cards, I had like 20 and they were all maxed. And now they're not. My debt's paid off. I'm fixing my house. I'm cooking breakfast for myself every morning, even whenever I don't feel like it. This is actually lunch because I had a Hardee's biscuit, so I would survive. This is later on. I just really craved my breakfast, so I had it for lunch as well. I guess what I'm trying to say is I move my body and I do Pilates and I take care of this old little scrungly cat and I work all these jobs and I do my best. And sometimes you just got to let yourself not feel guilty for coping in ways that you're not happy with, because it could be worse. And you know what? It used to be a hell of a lot worse. And I just want to let you know, as my people, as my community, I'm about to start talking about all of it because I think that shame breeds when you have secrets. And I don't really have that many secrets. I've told you everything. You know the things I do. Oh, sometimes she drinks at a concert. Sometimes she smokes a cigarette. Her best friend was murdered when she was younger. But there were so many things I did from the age of 18 until, I don't know, my late 20s, early 30s to cope that how would anyone know those things? They don't, because they're not yours to know. But sometimes they need to be talked about. Sometimes people need to get shit off their chest to heal. And I feel like I have nothing to hide. So it's more about being censored on the internet. Like, can I say this without, my video being flagged? So I just want you to know this is a long-winded way to get to the point. And the point is, I bought some calico critters on the internet because I'm obsessed with them. And they make me feel happy and safe in my body, which, who knows, maybe I'm healing my inner child. But I think I might start acting out my trauma with these little guys, these little animal guys, and making it like a little TV show for myself to make and for you guys to watch. And if you hate it, don't watch it. And if you love it, well, welcome to the shit show, I guess. I'm crying again on the way home from Pilates because moving your hips opens up that trauma response, that release, and sometimes you just gotta cry. And I'm trying to allow myself to do that because it's hard for me. And I'm also hoping that comes from this ketamine treatment because I'm about to start that in about a month and a half. I talked about it yesterday in the vlog. I'm gonna start with TMS, which is transcranial magnetic something. I'm gonna take you along for all of it as much as I can. Thank you for being here. I love you so much.